All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mancave101 Podcast. I am your host, Abel. Alongside of me tonight, the man in the chair, Aaron. How are we doing tonight?
Haven't I killed you before?
Haven't I killed you before? They call him Kalo K, the Mama Wanna God, aka Leo. How are we doing?
What's goody, peoples?
Oh man, we're chilling. All right, so as always, this is the Mancave101 Podcast. We talk about all things nerdy, TV, movies, comics, etc., etc. We do artist spotlights. We do trailer reviews. We're into gaming now. Those of you who aren't tuning in, every Tuesday and Wednesday, myself and Aaron are playing Hogwarts and Last of Us remake respectfully. And we're going to get into some things tonight. We're going to get into the comic corner. We're going to review The Last of Us last episode. And we're going to talk about Quantumania because me and Aaron are going to see it in 2.5 hours. And there's a lot out there about this movie, so we won't get spoilery, but we got a lot to talk about. As always, if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. There's going to be drinking on this podcast. There's going to be smoking on this podcast. Leo is going to curse on this podcast, especially in the next segment as we get into the comic corner. That being said, as usual, topic change. Cheers, and obviously can't do too much of that, but let's watch Leo drink.
Okay, so it's been a minute. Yeah, fuck. All right. Welcome to the Comic Corner, everybody, ladies and gents. We, like we always say, support your local comic book shops. And let's just get into it and let's start the drinking because this is going to be a rough one today. I can tell you that. So let's play the drinking game. How many times I can mess up? All right, the first book on the chopping block is Marvel Voices Wakanda Forever numero uno. This is the first appearance of the last Black Panther in the future story. So this is definitely a pickup because this is gonna be big. Because this story, I'm having a funny feeling that they're gonna actually do something with it. The cover artist is Afua Richardson, I think. I think I'm right.
Nah, you weren't right the first time. You literally corrected yourself, sir.
I get 2 tries on each name. and Judy Ba. Okay, I'm taking that. I'm taking it. You too late. To the 5-second rule. All right. The next book on the chopping block is oh shit. Did I just mess up this? Oh, damn it. All right. DC's Universe Lazarus Planet Dark Fate. Numero 1. Oh, shit. Numero uno. Okay. This book has the first appearance of oh shit! I just fucked up.
Just drink. I mean,
just drink. Yeah. I mean, what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
It's a character.
Were you trying to say various artists, like the artists and the writers?
No.
Is that what you were trying to say?
No. It's the first appearance of a new character who's in. It extracts with spirit world. Interacts with the spirit world. This is the first appearance of Circuit Breaker. Has the ability to channel from the Still Force. First appearance of Chainsaw Nun, which I never heard of it, but this has 5 different variants. Cover artist is David Marquez. The inside artist is various artists. The cover artist is Alejandro Sanchez, and the writer is another various artist. Various writers. Sorry, I'm having a rough day today. Like always. Yeah, not one. All right, next book on the chopping block is Nightcrawler's #1. As you guys know, in this podcast, we are big fans of Nightcrawler. So I was like, yeah, might as well. He's getting, at least his name is in it. And this is in the series of the Sinister. If you haven't read this series yet, it is panning out to be one of the best.
Various drinking.
Various.
I agree.
This is the Sinister's #1, but this has like 6 different issues, or actually is already at 4. I say pick these up because there's great writing in it. This is the first team up appearance of Nightkin. What the hell is that? Sorry, can't see the writing. And other various Nightcrawlers existing characters. So this is all different hybrids of Nightcrawler.
Wait, so is that an X-23 Nightcrawler? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Oh,
I kind of like that.
oh, I love that.
Imagine her with those powers. Oh God,
That's unstoppable.
I sure will.
So this has a 10-year timeline in the for the Sins of Sinister. So this is a part 2 of that. So so the writer is God.
No, it's C. Spurrier, not oh God. So you could drink. You're just drink. You weren't gonna get it anyway.
The artist is Paco Medina.
Shocker.
And the cover artist, Lionel Francis.
No.
Lionel Francis Hugh.
No, it's Lionel, bro.
It's Lionel.
I keep messing his fucking name every time.
You messed his name up every other week.
Various drinking.
At this point, he's insulted.
Yes. I'm sorry. I officially apologize. Get a regular name.
Various drinking.
All right. The next book on the chopping block is Icon versus Hardware. Icon and Hardware are from the DC universe. That there's a very good documentary on where Icon and Hardware came from. It's from Milestone Comics. These are one of the first officially Black-owned comic book creators that first came out back in the 90s. So this was theirs, and they partner up with DC. So now they're back together again after their fallout, and they're deciding to bring up Icon and Hardware back into the mainstream. So this is the first book back, and this is going to be a limited series to 5 issues. This book has one other variant. Oh God, why is this? I always pick this guy's name. The cover artist is Raza.
Yes.
The writer is. I don't want to mess up his name. I'm sorry.
The writer is Drink. That's fine.
Yes, the writer is Drake.
You should probably try his name though. I mean, he wrote the comic.
There's another writer, Leon Chills.
Great. What's his name?
Leon Chills. And Hoodlin. Whatever.
What
the hell is even that?
That's called a perfect soundbite.
I knew he was waiting for that to come out.
I believe it's Reginald Hudlin.
Reginald Hudlin.
Hudlin.
All right, Reginald. I'm sorry for
What the hell is even that? That was perfect.
All right, ladies and gents, like we always say, always support your local comic book shops. Pick up these books. They are great, especially that Sins of Sinister and that Icon and Hardware. Those are my 2 picks for this week. Like we always say, support your addictions. Go to your local comic book shops. Your addictions is comic books and a little bit of drinking.
Just a little bit of drinking, or if you're in Leo's case, all of the drinking.
Yes.
All of the various drinking.
I just wanted to post some comments since we're a little behind. Torin, we appreciate you always being here every single week.
Yo, thanks, man. Every stream
you're in here. Just escape the quantum realm. No spoilers, please.
Yeah.
But I hope your journey through the quantum realm was good. Chase is here. Hello, Chase.
He just went through. He just got out of the quantum realm.
He just got out of the quantum realm as well. So somebody from the Man Cave has already been through this quantum journey. I know this is Jason.
That's Jason.
Jason, what's going on?
What's up, Jason?
And, there are no spoilers here, or you will be booted.
Typical Jason fashion.
And we got Nate Melendez on the
Nate.
check-in. What is going on, brother? How you feeling?
Giddy.
Appreciate you checking in as usual.
I love it.
Leo's making us look bad. That's how
he really is. God damn it, Leo.
Wait, who the hell is that?
That's Chase.
Why is your thing starts with an R?
You couldn't tell by the 69? His favorite number. Anyway, so going into nerdy news.
Oh yes. Okay,
yeah. So
nerdy.
let's get through this, and then
I have no idea what happened this week. In fairness,
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on today.
Marvel confirms that Moon Knight #2 is coming out, 2nd season.
Give him the bag.
He will return. Wait, he just put down he will return because Kevin Feige says he's going to slow down. Also in the news, Kevin Feige says he's going to slow down Marvel Disney Plus shows.
Yeah, he came out with a bunch of things. I don't know how much of what he said you have in there, but he said a lot of things in I believe it was a Variety article.
Yeah, it was a big one. He was talking so much. He wanted basically in the Variety, and I read a little bit of it. In the Variety article, he says he wants to slow down and get better precision with the movies and have it more interconnect with each other.
Yeah, and quality content is what we need.
Yeah, that's what basically he's saying in his own words is he wants to bring out quality content. And then he talked a little bit of James Gunn going into DC and seeing what's going on over there. And he started talking about also he's going to go see the Flash movie and blase.
Right.
I think that's the smartest thing to do, though. No, slow down, more connectivity, and better quality shows.
I think at this point they have to. I mean, I know he also spoke about how, he's trying to make Fantastic Four a big pillar on what's going to happen next after that movie comes out. He spoke about X-Men, which is kind of crazy. That they're going to be pivotal as well. He mentioned for the 300th time that Deadpool is going to be rated R. Thank God. So it will be the first. God. Yeah, it will be the first rated R MCU movie. He did. I believe in that article also mentioned that Harrison Ford indeed will be the President Ross. So we have that coming on top of the fact that he's probably going to be Red Hulk. Some good stuff. Yeah, some good stuff coming. But please get back to quality because I'm honestly nervous going to this movie. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, I Am Legend 2 star Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan is to star in I Am Legend 2, and Will Smith is set to also alongside with Will Smith in the original. After the original, this is supposed to set back in the original.
Yep. So they're doing the ending, the alternate ending. They're making that canon instead of the original ending. So it's that ending. Will Smith. Spoiler alert! If you didn't see I Am Legend, and if you haven't already, I don't know what you're doing here. I honestly don't know what you're doing here if you haven't seen I Am Legend, but. They're not doing the one where Will Smith dies. They're doing the one where he gives his wife back to the other guy and they just walk away. Yeah. So that'll be interesting to see.
Interesting.
Yeah, I always seen that alternate ending. I didn't really like it. I like the grenade ending better.
The grenade ending was dope.
The grenade ending
but money and Will Smith, which I don't even know why I'm saying Will Smith. It really they should just keep it moving with just Michael B. Jordan and just let that go. But what do I know? I'm just the guy that watched Chris Rock get slapped. So,
damn.
Hey, you fuck around and you found out.
You fuck around and you find out. No, exactly. I'm just saying.
It talks about somebody's wife.
Yeah, listen. I mean, hey, he's not Ezra Miller, so that's cool. Exactly. Anyway, yeah.
All right. Patrick Stewart, who plays the character of Professor X in the MCU, confirms that Ian McKellen will return in the future workings with the MCUs and play a pivotal character as Magneto again. And he also added that the rumors are true. We're not done yet and still have a lot to offer together.
Mm-hmm. Sir Ian and I are not done yet, and I love that. I love seeing them both on screen. So if they're together, that's just a bonus.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, let it happen.
He is my Professor X. I'm sorry.
they're my Professor X and Magneto, man. Respectful. That's my Gandalf too. That's my Picard.
If you go down the list of the fucking people that he played,
it's insane.
It's insane, bro.
I know.
It's fucking insane. The main characters that he has played.
Both of them. They're both freaking legends.
Yes. Yeah. You fucking Star Trek. Oh God, please. It's too much. All right, the MCU is expecting to cast Sue Storm very, very shortly. And she's going to be the first character to be cast for the MCU's Fantastic Four.
I hope they don't, drip and drab it and, just give us, one at a time. I want them all at the same time. I need to know exact. They need to just put up. They're not going to do that. Come on, they
man.
have.
They got honestly, 2 more years for this
movie. I feel like they'd be stupid not to, though. Introduce them as a team. And then handle the rest after that.
They got 2 more years.
I have a weird feeling that the names of Sue, Johnny, and the Thing are going to be nobody who we know, and I think Reed Richards will be a prominent name. Just an assumption.
I do kind of like that. They need at least one of them has to be someone we kind of know.
Yeah. But I think for the rest of them, like you kind of want younger characters almost to stick around. You know, maybe not necessarily Sue, but as far as like Johnny and the thing I guess really doesn't matter either because it's really CGI. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if they want to make Sue Storm a cougar, I'm totally fine with that.
Nah.
Hey, listen. Love me a hot mom.
God.
No comment.
Oh, I get it. I see what you did there. That's funny.
I saw that. Kevin Feige also said in that that Vanity fucking article, he says that the Spider-Man 4 with what's his name? What the hell's his name? I can't even remember his name. Spider-Man 4 script has been completed.
Tom Holland,
yes.
What do you mean by that?
That the script has already been completed and all the writers are already done and they're ready to move into the next phase of it for Spider-Man 4.
Good. Never bring Tom Holland back to Sony ever again. Just leave him where he is. Just leave him where he is and let us keep doing things with him in the I work for the
I still want a Ned Leeds Hobgoblin. I'm gonna die on that cliff, but that's what I want.
Oh. I mean, it's fitting because you have the Some Bitches shirt on, so perfect.
Some bitches.
All right, I don't know if you guys seen this show, but Spartacus sequel is going to be announced on Starz.
I haven't actually seen that.
Spartacus is amazing.
Yeah, dude.
The last season was a little rough because unfortunately the main actor got like really ill and all that. But dude, that show is so fucking good.
You want some man food? That's some straight beat your chest. I want nacho chips on my fucking chest and just fucking eating.
Yep. Speaking of man food, I have 2 words: Lucy Lawless. That's all I need to say about that.
Oh yeah.
Xena Warrior Princess.
Xena Warrior Princess? Nice.
Forgot about that.
Love her.
Also, the Joker film. We already got our first look with Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix. And it's set to release October 4th, 2024. Dude, it looks fucking...
I know, Lady Gaga actually looked really good.
It looks fucking good. I saw a couple of pictures of it. It looks really good. If you guys haven't seen it, you can go to on Instagram, World of DC. They have it there. They have the picture for the new Joker film. And
I mean, Lady Gaga's dope. I like she's good at the acting, roles that she has taken. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
whatever.
Is the movie a musical?
I don't
think so, dude. I
hope
not, bro. I really don't.
If the movie is a musical, no.
Right.
Like DC Extra Elsewhere. I don't ever want to see it. If it's a fucking
DC Elsewhere.
DC Elsewhere. It's like
no,
Beyond. Don't ever go to the Beyond section. That goes in the Beyond section.
DC somewhere the fuck else.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that.
All right, I got some. It's gonna be terrible news, but whatever. Spider-Man Noir live action series getting spun up at Amazon.
Oh, speaking of Sony.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
So I'm gonna. All right. First off, it's a Sony project that's gonna go to Amazon, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
It sure is.
It will suck. That's all I have to say. And I'm gonna die on this cliff because I'm telling you all right now. Mark my words. This is what's going to happen. And everybody here, I wish we had more of us on the podcast because I want you all to hear what I'm about to say. The Sony is going to take the Across the Spider-Verse into the Spider-Verse franchise. And they are going to flip that Miles Morales after the second movie into live action in like 5 or 6 years. I promise you, mark my words on this podcast, they will make a live action Miles. It will go to Amazon just like Spider-Noir, and it will suck because Sony. They're not taking Tom Holland back. What does that tell you? Andrew Garfield told them, no, I don't want to come back. Tobey Maguire also said, I'm too old for this bullshit with Sony. I'm not coming back. So they're going to say, oh, okay, we're going to make all these movies, including Madame Web and Kraven the Hunter. We need them to fight somebody, so let's have them fight live-action Miles. Mark my words on this podcast. That's what Sony's going to do in like 4 or 5 years from now, 5 or 6.
Well,
I'm
Lito, let's
right
not.
now.
Lito, I was talking about this earlier as well. I finally turned on Morbius, guys. Apparently, it popped up on Netflix, a place where I didn't have to pay for it.
How'd that work out for you?
So, if you were taking the over/under on how long I would last through the movie, it was 15 minutes and 19 seconds, and I shut it off. So, if you had the under on that, sorry, I tried.
Dude, did you even get did you even get to watch him turn into Morbius?
Did you watch the beginning, middle, or end? The beginning.
The beginning. I literally got to the part where he was in the lab and the woman goes up to the room and he goes, "Oh no, don't touch that!" And the bats start flying. I'm like, I fucking hate this movie, and that was it. I was done. I can't do it. I'm never gonna watch that movie.
God. All right. So this is a rumor, ladies and gents. The fifth, I think it was the fifth or the sixth member of the Illuminati from the Earth 838 is alive and well, and it's Iron Man, obviously. And everybody's they're taking a poll that they want Robert Downey Jr. to play it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind because I feel like it will have more emotional meaning to us as fans if we had to see Robert Downey Jr. fight all the Avengers that we love. I stand on this hill too because I said this when it came out because I love this theory. Thanos never snapped. The stones are still out there, so all it takes for Mordo is to have the time stone over in the sanctum and just say whoop and bring everyone back just like that. And then another big rumor too is that the 838 is gonna end up fighting the 616 before Secret Wars, or it's gonna be a big contention or a conflict because of everything that happened. They're gonna come after Strange or they're gonna come after Wanda.
And also, Robert Downey Jr. said it himself in an interview that he's not done yet.
Oh, he ain't done yet, man. None of them are done yet.
So,
dude, they gotta squeeze that lemon as much as they can, man. Are you kidding me? Do you know how much money Robert Downey Jr. will get to come back for 1 to 2 movies?
I was just about to say, you know what kind of bag he's going to ask Marvel? Well, not even. He's going to demand Marvel give him to come back.
And they're going to give it to him.
They probably will.
Right. Like imagine in Kang Dynasty, if Kang recruits 838 Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man to fight by his side and attack the Avengers and beat the first team or some shit like that. Like, I'll pay for that content a lot.
Shit. All right.
Yeah.
So, ready to ask how fast you turned off Morbius. Very quickly.
Yep.
And the film, which will star Joaquin Phoenix and pop superstar Lady Gaga, will be a full-blown musical. A move that left fans in the DC Universe surprised and intrigued. That was posted on January 15, 2023.
Yo,
that movie is a musical.
Yo, hit this.
Ass.
Oh, God.
I can't.
I can't. All right. Actor Anthony Mackie confirms that he's filming for the movie. He's going to be in the movie Captain America: New World Order, and is beginning next month in Atlanta, May 3rd, 2024. Actor is also slated and will be seen in the human and logical side of Captain America in this movie.
Humane and logical side?
No, it says human. Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that movie. I just don't. It's gonna be like I don't know what they're doing. How is it gonna attach to Thunderbolts? Is Secret Invasion gonna attach to it? Is Armor Wars gonna attach to it? I, as a fan, have literally no idea what Marvel's doing anymore. I don't know about how you guys feel lately, but I just don't understand where everything and everyone is right now. They need to give it to me because I don't know.
Captain America is one franchises that has not had a bad movie yet.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They were all three of them were solid movies for sure.
Here's the thing to that point that Leo just said. I think that as much as maybe a lot, so I enjoyed the Captain America show for the most part, right? But I think to Leo's point, the reason why that quote is saying the human side is because we forget that Steve in the movies and the show and everything was really more so he was so he had one flaw, right? That he lied to Tony, and then after that flaw, he was deemed worthy to pick up Mjolnir, right? So he was like basically considered almost perfect in the eyes of like he didn't do anything wrong. He stood for justice and virtue and this, that, and the other thing, right? And he fought against the bad guys, this, that, and the other thing. But Sam Wilson's a human being, you know what I mean? So like he doesn't have that same leg to stand on that Steve does of, oh, I always do everything right. I'm this, that, and the other thing. I'm a super soldier, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, so I think that part of it is going to be interesting to see how he continues to grow in the role of Captain America, because he is a far different character than what Steve Rogers is at the end of the day. He presents human flaw and more, not emotion, because Steve obviously was emotional. He wanted to go back in time and be with his wife, so obviously there's emotion there. But it's like the pristine, perfect person. That's not Falcon. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely going to be interesting to me to see how he plays in as trying to lead the Earthbound characters, because I think he's going to end up being the leader of the Earthbound characters for the MCU. So how does he do that? Can he command the same way that, like, you know, Steve did in all those movies, type of thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. And like, is he going to put a team together in that movie, or like I just like I said, a lot is in the air, and I don't know what to grab at. So we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
All right. Brendan Fraser breaks his silence on Batgirl. He was like, it was obviously disappointing, and the movie was okay. So it's obviously disappointing. The movie was basically done, and the actress says little girls are not going to have something to look up to and now see as a Batgirl, and they have extra. They also can be seen as a Batgirl and identify and say that, hey, that she looks just like me too. That was Leslie Grace, the actress, who said that. And it's also rumored to say that they had 3 hours worth of film. And they're saying, oh my gosh, this movie could have been great, but they didn't bring it out and didn't edit it.
I bet you that movie sucks.
See, Abel said it. I wasn't going to be that guy, but here's my thing.
I am. I bet that movie sucks.
I get her point that, like, you want little girls to look up to you. But what if everybody people went to see that movie and they were like, wow, that movie sucked. That was a horrible representation of women in power. Women being heroes. Then what?
But the problem is we'll never know, because only people that saw it was Steve.
I mean, you're not wrong. Of course. But that's, you know.
And he saw an unedited version.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you're never going to know, right? So it could have went either way.
Right.
You know? Exactly. But my point is, what if it did go that way, the South way? It could have went the good way, like she said. But to her point, though, there's other characters that are powerful women in both the MCU and.
But if I was her, I would never work for DC ever again.
Well, no, neither would I.
Even if James is going to beg for it, I would tell him to go take a flying fuck.
Yeah, I mean, same.
All right, actress Emma. Oh, damn it.
Emma Drake. Yeah. That's good.
Emma Corrini has joined the cast of Deadpool 3 and is slated to play a main villain in the movie.
Who was the villain they were saying it was going to be?
Yeah, they didn't mention it in the
something with death in the title. Son of a bitch. I'll find it.
Deathlock?
No, not Deathlock. I'll find it, but she was they're saying that she's gonna play the main villain, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. There's a rumor of who she was gonna play, and I forgot.
It's got to be between Lady Deathpool.
No, it's not Lady Deathpool.
Or I'm trying to remember her name.
Could be Lady Deathpool.
It could be Lady Deathpool, though, in my opinion. But it also could be, I forget her name. Yeah, I'm trying to find it too, but I can't right now.
It's Death something with Death or Lady Deadstrike.
Lady Deadstrike.
Oh, Lady Deadstrike. She's gonna play Lady Deathstrike.
That was the big rumor they were talking about. Lady Deathstrike.
Oh fuck me, that's gonna suck.
Well, I mean, possible. You know, they're not saying it's a confirmed thing, but we don't know who it's gonna be. What is she playing in? Would I know her? And what's her name? Emily. You can't say it. So
hold on.
Carini. Corinne.
Emily Carini.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea.
No idea.
Alrighty. So, okay, gaming news. God of War Ragnarok originally had Thor killing Kratos.
I thought it should have.
I thought it should have too. I thought Kratos was not making it out of that game. Spoiler alerts if you have
if you haven't played God of War Ragnarok, and you plan to turn it off now. Well, it's too late. But in my opinion, like the ending of that game, don't get me wrong, the ending of the game was great, but I think it would have had more meaning if Kratos like sacrificed his life at the end, and they ended up getting rid of Odin, and then Thor ended up winning that fight, but then realizing the wrong in his ways, and then we in the next installment. We end up with Atreus taking over the God of War mantle and being an adult and not being such a little brat who always annoys the fuck out of me.
I mean, at least he went through puberty this game, and like his voice didn't sound like it was like this.
He was still annoying. That whole like can't control your emotions turned into an animal thing. I was like, you're a little asshole. Just stop being an idiot. Control the powers. Why are you being a dickhead? You have the powers of Spartan in you, you little brat.
There's more than the powers of Spartan in him. He has fucking giant power, half
right.
God
That's
power.
what I'm saying. You're supposed to be this grand being that's half giant, half fucking Spartan. Stop being a little crybaby and control your fucking shit.
He should have threw him off the goddamn cliff when he was born. That's what he should have been.
Damn.
Hey, you ever seen Spartan 300? You ever seen the movie 300?
I have. It's violent.
I love it. Kamala Khan steals the show in The Marvels.
We still have Ezra Miller.
Yeah. Every time I see this name, I just want to continue to say, because I said it on our Flash trailer review. Go watch if you haven't yet. Shameless plug. Fuck you, Ezra Miller. Anyway.
Literally. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that Miss Marvel news so I can? I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something very controversial after. Go ahead.
Kamala Khan steals the show in the Marvels.
Guys, what if The Marvels is the best Marvel movie that comes out this year?
I could handle that as long as it's not primarily Carol taking over the fucking thing.
No,
if it's Miss Marvel, I'm in. I love her. I absolutely love her, and I also love Monica Rambeau.
I think they need to lean heavily on those two and like put that little chick in the background.
You gotta realize
put the 120-pound super strong chick way in the back. Got it.
First of all, there's no way she is 120 pounds. She is way skinnier than that.
Well, I don't know if you saw, but apparently in the Fast X trailer, she's beating the shit out of Vin Diesel, so she's got powers everywhere. It doesn't matter where
that movie was probably filmed 3 years ago.
I mean, I'm just saying.
It can't be the best movie because you got Deadpool 3 coming out, and it's going to be the first rated R movie.
But the Marvels comes out when? This year?
Yeah, I think Deadpool 3 is coming out this year.
No,
wasn't it slated?
Deadpool 3 is next year, brother. Next
Fuck
fall.
me.
Yeah, no.
Next fall.
But
they just started filming.
But Torrin brings up a good point. The new name of the movie is actually Monica and Her Thickness versus and the Marvels. It's Monica, Her Thickness, and the Marvels.
Why is that not the title of the movie? That's actually
it should be
Monica and Her Yams.
Can I get to the yams? We really need that soundbite.
Like I would be it.
Yeah, we do actually need that soundbite. All right, everybody knows this. The Fantastic Four is to be a big part of the MCU moving forward. That came out. Yeah. So then we have a newly released trailer for Keanu Reeves' John Wick 4, and it's supposedly going to be almost 4 hours.
Oh, we're gonna have to review that now.
Yeah, that trailer, I sent it in the group chat today. That trailer is fire.
I honestly, I haven't even looked at it yet. I'll wait till we review it.
I haven't watched that at all yet.
Yeah,
I finally got around to watching the third one recently. I
still have to watch the third one.
Wait, what did you think about the ninjas?
Why are you now? You're ruining it. What are we doing?
I
just said, what about the ninjas?
They were all right. I like that they brought what's his face is the main guy that he fought. The guy from I say this jokingly, but like you remember the Double Dragons movie? He was one of the dragons. I don't know if you remember they made a Double Dragons movie.
Yes.
Abel, which movie was better, John Wick 2 or John Wick 3? Honestly,
I honestly like 2 better.
Okay, that's fair.
I did, but I still liked 3. Like I was surprised that I liked it.
They're saying this fourth one is gonna be like
balls to the wall.
Yeah, like probably the last go and balls to the wall. If I had to guess, I mean,
if it's going to be 4 hours, I guess this just should be. He shot both. He said that this should be the continuation, the final chapter of this. Hopefully, the trailer kind of gives it away, but it should be the final chapter of it. Okay, so we already talked about that. Oh, I forgot to mention this in the Moon Knight. Supposedly, there's a rumor again. Total Tech, the Mexican Moon Knight, will be featured in Moon Knight season 2.
That's a thing? I didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah, it's supposed. It's a god from Mexico, from the Mayan culture, that is kind of like Moon Knight. It's almost the same thing. Yes, it's nuts.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I can be down with that. That sounds like it could be good, honestly.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna leave the Quantumania news for a little bit later. For the last of it, okay, I already talked about that. Oh, Aaron, did I send you that picture of Michael Keaton?
Yes.
Could you put that up?
I have to find it on Instagram, so go on to something else, and then I'll come back to it if you have anything else.
Yeah. That's Ant-Man. We already talked about that. Ooh, good rumor. God of War, supposedly going to be a series on Prime.
On Amazon, right? Yeah, that one's been going around for a little while. They just need to cast it right. That's the only concern I have, is that they don't cast it right. And I don't even know. Don't ask me who I want it to be cast as. Honestly, you could take the guy that does the voice acting and make him Kratos and just turn him gray. I'd be completely fine with that.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, literally, you could just do that.
And I've seen the mock-up picture of Jason Momoa playing Kratos.
No.
It actually looks good, bro.
No, honestly, after Fast 10, I'm going to be sick of Jason Momoa. I feel it already.
You're going to actually watch Fast 10, are you?
Huh? I mean, the whole world is going to watch Fast 10, and I'm going to have to hear again about how Jason
Wait, you
Momoa...
watched Fast 9?
The whole world.
No, I didn't watch that.
So how you gonna skip 9? And when they go to space,
because I literally don't care about that series.
I haven't watched the Fast movies since Fast 7. I think, or Fast 6. I haven't watched any of them. I don't care.
I don't know. Apparently, Charlize Theron was in like the last one. Like, I don't even know what's going on. What is that?
Image of Michael Keaton in the Flash.
In the Flash movie, dude, he looks good. He looks fucking sinister and good as shit in this, bro.
I'm very curious how he's gonna be in that movie.
It's making me mad how good this fucking movie looks, bro.
I'm not paying for it. I'll watch it for free.
So I was gonna say I was just gonna ask you, since you weren't on the trailer reaction.
Oh yeah,
are you gonna pay to watch?
I'm not paying to watch it. I can't.
Either.
I'm sorry. I'm just not.
Ezra Miller can kick rocks.
I can't support it, and I'm sorry for like the tons and tons of people that worked on that film, but you're not getting my $15.
15.
I'm sure,
but 15. No, if you go to AMC, it's gonna be like $36.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Listen,
unless you want a seat right in the front.
And honestly, I'm gonna be real honest too. It was just a trailer, and we have many a time seen trailers that look amazing, and the movie's still dog shit. So honestly,
we already know the whole plot of the movie already from the first trailer. That's fucking sucks.
But Michael Keaton.
Literally, the only things I'm interested in that movie is Michael Keaton. I kind of liked that bat cycle that Batfleck was driving. And dude, he's wearing the blue cowl with the gray suit too. Like, that was cool.
I think
Supergirl might be Bay. I don't know. Like, she when
you were just hoping for that straight jacket to fly up a little bit. That's what you were hoping. He was hoping for that straight jacket to unbuckle a little bit every time she was flying.
All you got to do right now is go to TikTok for that, and you'll see it now at this point. But yeah, I do like that scene with Supergirl being locked up, because that's directly from Flashpoint, and that was cool. So I don't know. Like, there are some really cool freaking things about that movie, but like, I just can't see it. I won't.
I'm sorry. I'm going to say this, and I've said it in the trailer. Ezra Miller looks great in the fucking costume.
He does.
And the thing is, he's giving us in this movie, they're giving us a lot of nerdy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
They're giving us the flash ring. They're giving us the tornado. They're giving us maybe reverse flash or it's
Dark Flash. I think it's not
Dark
even.
Flash.
Yeah.
So we're getting Dark Flash. So it's like it's giving us all the nerd to get us into the movie theater. But the problem is, DC, you're fucked up with the trailer because you already let everybody know the plot. So you're telling me you tell me you showed me all the fucking action sequence in this movie in that plot.
And for all we know, too, like the best parts of that movie are in that trailer because we've seen that happen before, too, where they put up, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't know. And honestly, like, if they're going to take stuff from Flashpoint but not make it Flashpoint, like, I wish they would have took the Reverse Flash because Flashpoint Reverse Flash was like, even in the cartoon, like, he's a menacing mother effer, and it would have been cool to see him on live freaking. But you know what? Now that they're doing this, you know James Gunn isn't going to touch this. Like, we're not going to get like a proper Reverse Flash.
And it's also, you got Reverse Flash was one of the best selling series in the Flash universe. Mm-hmm. It's one of the most selling after when Superman and Flash raced. That was one of the best, as it comes right after that. So I just can't. I'm done with it. I'm done with fucking DC and all their bullshit. All right, so this is the last bit of the news, and we're going to talk about Quantumania. So I'm going to start talking about all the bullshit that they're already saying about Quantumania. So Rotten Tomatoes give it a 53 on their score.
Now at a 49, by the way.
It went down to 49. And these are the fucking critics that you guys listen to all the fucking time without watching the movie. So I really don't give a fuck about what they say, especially Rotten Tomatoes and any other of those fucking critics. I'm sorry.
So
they've been wrong too many times.
I've always just looked at this movie as being an introduction to Kang and not an Ant-Man movie. And I feel like because of that, I'll probably like this movie a little bit more than I would have if I thought I was going to see an Ant-Man movie. I actually don't care about Ant-Man in this movie at all.
But
I could care less about him. And that's terrible because I like the second Ant-Man was not good. The first one I didn't mind. I enjoyed the humor in it, like, you know. And I'm curious for a few things. I just want to see what Kang is, what he does. I want to see MODOK and how his story ends up and how the hell all that happens. Like,
I have heard MODOK is a budding joke in this movie.
God,
that's what I heard. He's just a joke and he's not a menace at all. And
that sucks.
Look who's playing him.
Like a joke.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So
and then I'm curious to see Cassie Lang. I want to see how she ends up because that's all Young Avengers stuff right there. I have no desire to see Wasp. Trying to think if there's anything else. Some Bill Murray in there. Let's show me some Bill Murray.
Yeah, so it's like I'm gonna go see it, obviously, because I have to, because of the podcast. I have to have a great review for it.
Because we have a channel, got it.
Yes, we have a channel. There's certain things that I have to watch, that way I can fucking bash it or love it. But I think with the last two Ant-Man movies, I'm sorry, I'm not really a big Ant-Man fan. I wasn't even a big fan of him in Endgame. So I'm really basically here to see how Kang performs and all the things. And please do not watch anything on TikTok. They already put the fucking alternate endings on TikTok.
They put the post credits. I didn't see it, but I skipped real quick. Yeah,
dude, it's already getting bad. And Marvel needs to start putting real nerds and people that actually love their stuff and know about their things to watch their movies. Because for the alternate for the post credit scenes to be already out, it is fucking miserable, bro.
It sucks.
You can't turn. I literally logged off of TikTok just because I wanted to see it.
That's what I'm curious about. To your point, Leo. So obviously, all the Rotten Tomato scores are by critics. So I'm curious to see what the Rotten Tomato fan score is.
Right, because that always goes one. That always is different.
Because I have a feeling that based on Jonathan Majors, the fan score will probably be at least 70 or 80%.
Yeah.
Just based on Jonathan Majors alone, because I feel like that's what everybody's hyped about, right?
Right.
So it's like I could see where the critics are like, "Oh, Jonathan Majors is really good, but the rest of the movie sucked." But as a nerd, you'd be like, "Well, that's Kang the fucking Conqueror, you dickhead." Mm-hmm. Like, of course, it's gonna be hype. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yep. Versus a critic who's like, whatever.
Because you got to realize that Kang is, for them to move on for the next fucking 4 phases or 3 phases.
Did they put out the audience score yet?
There's no audience score yet because it hasn't come out yet.
I think it's after the weekend. I'm pretty sure.
Is it after the
Yes.
weekend, or does it take a week or two? I really don't know.
I think
It's after the first opening week.
First
So
opening.
it's either Sunday or Monday, or either the end of Sunday or beginning of Monday, you'll have that score.
I just want to jump back to Torrance' comment here. The announcement that Bucky's the leader of the Thunderbolts in.
I think they mentioned that in the Variety article too.
I didn't see that.
I'm kind of surprised. I really thought they were gonna make it Yelena. It's probably gonna be
based on what? Like what would Yelena give you as a leader of a team?
I don't know. I just thought. MCU and all that. I thought they were gonna do.
Maybe.
You never know. I mean, it could be both of them. I don't know. I had a feeling they might lean on Yelena. Because listen, they're gonna want to start pushing her. I think like they obviously didn't put her in freaking in Hawkeye for nothing. Like they're not putting her in this movie for nothing. So I'm curious. And they literally she's literally right in the middle of the poster too. That's the thing that they came out with. So
is it weird that I actually like that for Bucky though? Because he's always
I do too, 100%. Oh yeah, I'm with it.
He's been a side character in everything. Think about it.
Oh yeah, listen.
All the Captain America movies.
Yeah, in no way am I upset about this because honestly, like I thought they were gonna like 180 us in Captain America and Falcon show and freaking like I thought they were gonna 180 us. I'm kind of glad they didn't, but I thought they were going to.
My worry for Thunderbolts is that the rest of them, we haven't really seen full extent of their powers yet, and I'm curious what they could do to Bucky because we basically like. He has a metal arm, but I think we've basically seen the extent of what the metal arm could do at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless you're going to go with the take that now it's vibranium and not just metal, which could be
they'll never get. Well, I think the last arm that he got is actually vibranium.
It is from Wakanda.
But I'm very curious about Red Guardian only because the actor who's obviously plays him and then also in Stranger Things, he lost like 80 to 100 pounds in the last like 2 years. So like
really?
he looks great. Like I'm very curious to see like how he does. Like because I mean, listen, he's got all that soldier in him and like he's a strong mother effer. So I'm kind of curious about that one. Huh? Yeah.
I want to ask him what his secret is.
It's called being in Disney, and they're giving you
being with the mouse and having meals prepped for every day. Probably.
Meals prepped and fucking don't have to wake up. Oh, we got to work out. Here's your personal trainer for 2 years.
Chefs, trainers, and supplements. Supplements.
This is interesting. So Chase saw the movie and he said MODOK is menacing. So Chase, just to be honest with you, I was just going based on what I saw on social media, and again. It's basically critics at this point that have gotten to see the stuff early. So I don't know whose page I was on, but that person basically said that MODOK was like a running joke in the whole movie, and he didn't really play a big factor. So interesting to see that you saw it and said MODOK is menacing. So now I'll have to make my own opinion tonight after seeing it.
All right. So once we're done, once everybody whoever's going to be on next week and whoever we have on the podcast, please give us. I want a 1 to 100 score, 1 through 100 score.
Ooh,
what do you think about the movie? So I want to if we contradict or we land the same space as Rotten Tomatoes and all these other critics. So I want to compare our score, the people that actually love it.
Chase laughed after his comment about MODOK, so maybe he's maybe.
So I want to get our score and their score and compare what we think, and see if the critics are right and see if the critics are wrong in nerdy eyes with this movie.
I don't know.
I mean, so the three of us haven't seen it yet, right? And obviously, I know Jason was here earlier. He's seeing it now. Torrin's seen it. Chase has seen it. What are you guys expecting from this movie? Like, I know Abel had touched on it before. He basically said, Kang being the big bad in the MCU, but there's no expectations for Ant-Man. Like, Leo, I'll let you go in a second, but I'll just say very similarly. I have no expectations of this movie because I didn't like either of the first two Ant-Man movies. So I have no expectations of Scott Lang and Ant-Man. None. Like Ant-Man, Wasp, Cassie, I have zero expectations from them at all. I basically see this as a setup of Kang and Kang Dynasty and him being the big bad in the MCU. I mean, that would be my guess. It's been my guess all along. Which sucks because honestly, it would mean that to me, if this movie from an Ant-Man perspective is bad, it would mean all three Ant-Man movies sucked, which would be like the first trilogy in the MCU that I honestly haven't liked one of them. That's just me. But at that point, I'm also just expecting Jonathan Majors to completely take over the movie. I think he's going to be a complete fucking menace. Yes. I think he's going to beat the shit out of Paul Rudd, a.k.a. Scott Lang. And then I think it's just going to set up his future as being, like everybody here keeps saying, and I didn't want to believe it at first, but I'm starting to lean towards maybe bigger than Thanos eventually. Like, it's a strong possibility.
Yeah.
Because anybody who goes into this movie, and I know that because it's already been put out by Marvel, that he says the sentence, "Are you the one with the hammer?" Which indicates that he's killed Thor before. Anybody who kills Thor is a goddamn menace. Sorry.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit. It's not even that he said it. It's also the way he said it. Like he's not Thor. Oh, is he the one with the hammer? Like whatever.
Yeah.
Like
he was like, that
completely dismissive because he's probably killed him in several different universes.
No, he killed a lot of them in several different universes. He actually says it in the trailer. He actually says it. Which one are you? Like, I've killed so many, I can't remember.
It all starts to blend together. What the fuck?
And he probably said that because me knowing if he's playing Kang the way I think he's playing him in the comic book, he's a deceiving motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, and he's evil. So he's saying, okay, if Thor was your biggest and your baddest, and I knocked him out, I'm going to mention him to you, and your eyes are wide open, which in the scene, fucking Ant-Man's eyes go like, what? You fucking killed Thor? What the fuck? Really?
So here's another good question. Is this the Kang that is going to be the main bad in Kang Dynasty, or is he a variant?
No.
He's a variant.
This is a variant.
A way different variant. He's a lightweight variant.
Because
I'm in the middle only because I think it's him, but I think he's gonna like have to like power up when we get to Kang Dynasty. Like, or like something's gonna happen where like it was him, but like I don't know. Like, is he gonna die in this movie? Like, I don't freaking know. Like,
if you guys want me to spoil it, you guys can go watch.
No,
Avengers.
don't. I don't want to.
No, you can watch the Avengers, the cartoon.
Yeah,
we don't know. We don't know that we're gonna get. I have too, but we're not gonna see that adaptation fully. I don't think.
Yes, we are.
You think so? Really? Because I know that shit with the Council of Kangs and all that. That is intense shit right there. If that's what we're getting. It's going to be ridiculous in live action.
I have a funny feeling if they're going to make him a big bad, you're going to get that.
Council of Kangs would be.
I think we're absolutely getting Council of Kangs. I think we are.
So if we're getting that, we're getting the suit, bro. We get his power up suit, and when he gets that, ooh.
See, the reason why it's not, I don't necessarily disagree with you, Abel, but like my thought is, how can it be the Kang that is, well, to your point, I guess maybe he's not fully powered at that point. So maybe that's what I was going to say. Because how could you make him fight Ant-Man and think that that's the Kang? Because if that's the Kang that killed Thor, he would literally squish Ant-Man like a bug. It wouldn't even be a joke. It wouldn't be a fight.
It'd be a thought.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It would be just an afterthought.
And obviously, he doesn't have all of his powers right now. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in the quantum. He's missing something clearly aside from the chair. So, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So. Maybe.
Oh, look, Chase is here. Let's bring him on in. Hello, he who remains.
Brooklyn in the house. What's good, baby?
Big Chase, how we doing?
Oh man, listen.
Yeah,
yo, I cannot wait for anything. I can't wait for next week, man. Nah, you got to go see this one. Some things you got to go see for yourself, man. Some things you got to go see for yourself. Me and Charles from Speak on the Comics bro, you got to go. Some shit you got to go see for yourself. People talking, people saying a bunch of stuff and blah blah blah. Some stuff you got to go see for yourself, brothers. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
I can't wait. What do we got?
But just know that it's never too late to stop being a dick. I just want to just say that. Let's get that out there. Call it a day.
Oh God, this is
excellent.
Oh man!
All right, so
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
All right, so let's hit the
Let's hit Last of Us.
Yep.
All right, so we are on The Last of Us episode 5. Initial thoughts. The Last of Us episode 5.
Banger of an episode.
Sam Henry.
Gratuitous fucking violence. Gratuitous violence.
Listen, this is what I've been waiting on. This is what I need right here. This is what I've been waiting on. Like Zombie Mania running wild.
That scene was right out of the fucking game, and it was so like I was having flashbacks of me playing that game and I was anxious.
I'm like,
yeah, exactly. You're literally, I know. You must be like out of control because like I was getting anxious watching that. I'm like, oh my God, she's going under the car. She's going in the car. She's got to get out of the car. Like I'm just like, oh.
Let me tell you something. When he told Kathleen to run. and that bloater was eating machine gun shots, and then walked up to him and said, "Yeet." I was like, oh no shot. They did that on live TV, right?
Listen, when the ground opened up
and
they all came out, I can't even lie, bro. I was excited. I was like, yes, let's go, baby.
Dude, that little fucking kid scared the shit out of me, dude. I swear to God, that shit creeped me the fuck out.
Oh, the little kid jumped in the car, like the
car,
the little clicker,
that
was horrifying.
Oh, that shit fucking scared the shit out of me. When this bitch hopped up on top of the fence or the tombstone, whatever the fuck that was, she hopped up on top.
And she just jumped on Kathleen.
I was looking at that. I was like, oh fuck. And then when she started twisting her body to get over the seats and shit, I was like, oh God, please run, bitch, run.
Dude, I'm telling you, from the first episode when you saw the grandma in the background going like this, I'm like, this is gonna be the creepiest fucking show. Like, it's just gonna be nuts. But also Sam and Henry, right? That's their names. The fact that they made him deaf in the show because he wasn't in the game. That was such a crazy touch, and it definitely made it more emotional. And it was already emotional, even in the game. Like, it sucked. Watching that happen sucked, but like it really sucked watching it happen live. That sucked.
Yeah, I kind of knew they weren't gonna make it. I didn't realize that he was infected. I didn't catch that piece until obviously. But
I thought the blood was gonna work.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I was like, oh, dude, I was a kid, man. I was like, come on, man, please, man.
Because truthfully, it just makes more of a moment that it didn't work. And when she woke up and he was just sitting there on the edge of the bed, I was like, oh shit, he turned. And but I didn't expect the older brother to kill himself. But I just didn't think they were going to make it. I honestly just didn't.
It's really the way they delivered that is just like the roughest. Like, God.
Yeah.
I figured that when I saw the brother, it was like when he said, "What did I just do?" I was like, "Yeah, he's gonna check out."
It's pretty much a wrap.
And another scene that I really like too is when Joel went to the sniper, because this also didn't happen in the game, and he was like, really like, "Don't lift the gun, bro. Like, don't do it." Like, he really didn't want to kill him, which I think they did that on purpose to kind of show that he's starting to turn. Like, even at the end when like they're looking at him, he's like, he's gonna Ellie. Yeah, he's starting to mush you. She's starting to mush you. So we're starting to see it happen.
The problem is in the game, he's still an asshole.
He's an asshole.
Oh, he is an asshole.
He's an asshole
in the game. I was one. Oh, okay, so he's an asshole the whole game.
He's an asshole. He's an asshole for most of the game. Yeah, like I don't want to spoil it. I'm playing The Last of Us every Wednesday at 6:30. Shameless plug if anybody wants to watch.
Sure.
I'm literally going side by side with the show. I just went a little ahead this week. But I'm having a lot of fun playing it, and obviously I'm freaking out when these little fucking clicker things run around in the dark and hide around corners and shit. But anyway, what I was gonna say is, he's definitely more of an asshole in the game until the later portions of it. Okay. Again, I don't want to spoil it too much, but you'll kind of see the dynamic shift at some point in the game as well. But I think Joel's a whole bro. Like you don't even realize and we haven't even gotten to meet Tommy and that whole dynamic yet. Like him and Tommy's dynamic in the game. Like I started to play it and I just got through one mission, so this way you guys would kind of see the Joel and Tommy dynamic in the show. If they play that right, is also just going to put a whole nother spin on how you feel about Joel as a person, probably because he's done a lot of asshole shit that you don't know about yet.
Oh yeah.
My one gripe in this fucking show. Why they gotta always walk in the middle of the fucking street?
Why not?
Why? Because you don't want to be too close to a building or something where something could jump out on your ass.
I'm sorry, but you're trying to exit a fucking danger zone and your ass is walking directly in the middle of the street. If any other sniper but that old man was up there, he would have picked off at least two of them.
Yeah, well, you don't want to be too close to the weeds, and there's a clicker in the weeds.
So what I was gonna say, Leo, is also you have to remember, right? They said the infected were really primarily in big cities, which is why they drop bombs on everything in the show, right?
Right.
So the closer you get to Chase's point, to houses and civilization, you have more of a chance of stepping on one of those roots underground that will send a a mess of them at you. So if you're in the middle of the street, there's a good chance you're not going to step on one of those roots and cause a massive. If you think about it, like logically, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and also, go ahead.
No, I keep reverting back into the fucking game because in the game you're walking in the water, you're walking on grass, you're walking on all this other shit, and I'm like, okay, so there's the spores in the game. So I was like, oh, okay, so this is where they changed it at. Okay,
right.
I get
because
it.
You have to remember that connectivity route where you step on a thing and it triggers all. That's not in the game.
Okay.
That's a dynamic they added strictly for the show, and it was basically to make it sound like you always have an imminent threat of danger if you just step in the wrong place in the show. Versus in the game, you're always going to be in danger because you have to move through big cities to get Ellie where you have to get her to go.
Right.
And, from the game standpoint. So you're always going to encounter infected no matter what. But they have to give you that element in the show of like, there's always a threat looming if you step the wrong way type shit.
Okay.
And then the other thing that I just wanted to mention from a creative standpoint on the Last of Us producers and all that is that I love the fact that similar to the game, they made it so that, okay, you just made it through this tough spot, right? You were about to be captured. Kathleen was going to capture you. And then all of a sudden you got out of it. But yet it didn't fucking matter because this show is so gory and this is the end of the goddamn civilization as we know it, that even though Sam and Henry made it to the end of the show, your ass ain't making it to the end of the goddamn show itself. Like, you're dead immediately. Because that's the world that they live in now, is that nobody fucking survives. Mm-hmm. So, like, the story is so focused on Ellie and Joel as people that everybody else around them almost ends up being an afterthought because any given moment you could lose anybody. Because that's just how this world is.
Yeah,
and it only gets crazier, man.
It does.
Shit.
And also the when she started telling him this, she told him the secret. That scene when she was writing on the scratch off what is it? What do you used to call those?
The Etch-a-Sketch.
The Etch-a-Sketch. When she was writing on the Etch-a-Sketch, I was like, oh, come on, man. Why you gotta fucking tug at my heartstrings with this shit?
Yeah, that was that's what I'm saying, man. Them making him deaf was like a whole different emotional thing. Like, because like you felt like sad in the game when you saw all that crap, but like then like you see this and you're just like, fuck. Shit.
Oh, did you guys see? And also they also had the I think it's called ALS actor. For him.
Yeah, I've been watching the post the after stuff, like, because like it's really good. Like like you get to hear like Neil Druckmann, who was like, I believe, the game director's thoughts on like working with like the cast and crew, and like him even the last one just saying that like, oh yeah, I never even thought to make Henry deaf or whatever. Like he was just like, why didn't I think of that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool seeing that type of interactions with all of them because it whatever they're doing, it's freaking working. So just keep doing it. It's fucking dope.
I didn't get to see the ratings. If we have time, anybody look up? Did it grow? Did it go back up again on the?
I'm sure it did.
I'm sure.
I didn't hear it did, but I'm pretty sure.
I didn't see nothing come up.
I would be surprised to see it had not. At the end of the day, the more exciting this show gets, the more people are going to jump in, especially if this jump started you into playing the game, because now you want to get to those levels to see if the game matches, the TV show and all of that. So I would be surprised to find out it's not continually jumping.
Yeah. I'm surprised how much of the dialogue they really used. Like, it's very impressive. It's a lot.
It's the little things down to the comic books. The
comic books. Shit. That's right. I was sitting there like, these mother effers put that in there.
It's the little things, bro. It's the dialogue. It's the comic books. It's the Fireflies references. We haven't even gotten to the part with Joel and the guitar yet. That's probably coming this week or next week, if I had to guess. Yeah. There's gonna be so much stuff that they're gonna steal from the game. That's gonna be awesome to see live action.
And we also get to see that there's still nerds reading comic books in the end of the world.
And the
the world's over, but we're still reading comic books.
We're still reading comic books, bitch. We still got comics.
when they can find them in deserted schoolhouses.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, you saw her. She was like, "Yo, I got number 2, number
3,
4,
5, 7, 8. Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I was waiting for her to be like, I got exclusives, I got the variant, I got slabs.
I got the variant. I just want to touch on the comments here from Torin. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wanted to get to a point to introduce people in the game to Joel's brother because Tommy plays a pretty big part in the thing as well.
Yeah.
But next week I'll try to stay closer with games. I actually at one point I had just gotten into it and I was like I just want to keep playing. So I find myself not wanting to stop. I want to go straight through, but then I'm like I gotta chill. I'm trying to go with the show. Because otherwise, you guys know me. I'll just grind it.
He'll finish that game in 2 seconds.
I'll finish it quick.
If we get to that scene where you left off,
I'm telling you,
I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
But what was in the previews last week? The horses.
Yes.
Watch. I'm telling you.
Oh, I remember that. That's right.
I'm telling you. Watch.
If we get to that scene, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna like, yes, let's get it.
And I think this was to before, just like the high.
Yeah, the roots. Yep.
Yeah, exactly, the roots. I'm so glad Kathleen the Karen is gone. Yeah, I mean, she needed to kick rocks. I hated that she was so like, she's kind of like me when I play video games, to Chase's point. She was like so stoic, despite the fact that she was just murdering people left and right. She just was so like, she was like, oh, the doctor proves no value. Bop, bop. I was like, well, okay, well, yeah, I mean, that's a bit cold, you know, but.
It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Nobody.
She was like, just leave the kids alone. She was like, no, they gotta die too.
She's like, no,
like, nah, pretty much gonna kill them too.
I was happy as shit. I was happy as shit when the guy with both of them, when they both got it. I was so fucking glad that they both got it, and I'm happy that the other guy got it with the bloater because you had in the last episode, you had the chance to warn everybody to get the fuck out, everybody the fuck out. Now you have fucking infected all walking in the fucking city. And they're going to make it there quick. And you have a bloater walking around now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Exactly. The thing you have to realize, right, is that at first the show introduces you to the infected. And you're like, well, damn, the infected are bad. And the overwhelming theme that you'll find throughout is that for as bad as the infected are, the fucking people are worse. Throughout the game, throughout the show, it's always the people that are the bigger threat than the goddamn infected are if you get down to brass tacks. And you saw it with Kathleen in that group. They were just murdering people left and right. They didn't care.
Yo, the beginning of that show was nuts. Like I did not I don't remember. Was it like that in the game? I don't remember. I don't remember it being like when they were taking out the people that were taking over that area. Yeah. It wasn't right.
That was an adaptation to the show.
It was again, like, dude, they dragged the fucking guy with all the knives in him. I'm just like, what are we doing?
No, that was crazy.
It's the same concept as like, oh, Fedra was taking over in the show, right? And everybody hated Fedra because it was like military. But now people took over, and the people are worse than Fedra. They're raping and stealing and killing. So like the people in the show are worse than the fucking infected.
But I think in the show they only killed all the fucking rats that were working with Fedra.
They killed the rats, right? Yeah. But like again, it's a like whose side you really on type of thing, right? That's what I'm saying. it's a whose side do you fall on? And obviously nobody wants to be a rat, but at the end of the day, if you don't want to conform to their way, and it's either their way or the highway, it's hierarchy of life, right? The strong survive and all that bullshit.
Yeah,
right?
It's the truth. So it's the fucking truth.
What are you gonna do?
Unreal.
Let's talk about the bloater looking like a booger. That's a booger that I never want running at me ever in my life.
Yo,
that's more of a blood clot. That's not a booger.
Yeah, they made him look pretty good. The CGI was a little rocky, but
yeah.
But listen, it's also the first time they're putting a bloater on screen, so I'm sure over time that will get better.
Yeah.
But he looked tall, like he looked good.
You know what? Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say there's parts in that game where you're fighting multiple bloaters, and it's just like how am I doing this?
I haven't gotten there yet, and I'm dreading it because I have no fucking ammo ever. Anyway, what I was gonna say is that do you know what creeps me out about modern day zombie stuff? And I know maybe you guys follow along with this as well. Remember back in the day when they made zombie movies? It was like the zombie moved at a certain speed. It was very like
these motherfuckers are running.
These motherfuckers run. They don't just
sprinting.
Run. They run and tackle you and jump on things.
They're sprinting.
They're sprinting at you.
It's fucking zombie parkour, bro. It's zombie parkour.
Bro, it creeps me out.
I think they've been fast since
like
World
mid 2000s.
I want to say
World War Z. I was gonna say right.
Yeah, World War Z. But was it 3 Monkeys and there was another one?
Yes, 21 Days.
21 days. Yeah, since 21 days, they have been fast. That idea that the zombie's slow and you can just walk by them without the window, because now this virus that turns them like is an animal, and that thing just makes grandma faster than anything you ever seen in your life and whatnot. But I think it's a good thing.
Did you guys catch the Did you guys catch the thing? I can't remember where I saw the. If I find the post, I'll put it on the channel. But on top of the whole Sam and Henry dynamic, did you guys catch that? I forget again the article about them talking about the actual infection itself and about how like people are saying that like technically, even though you're infected by the virus, your person still knows what you're doing.
Yes.
But,
yes. Okay.
Like, bro, if you want to talk about some shit that's just sad, imagine like you have no control over what you're doing, but you're just killing your loved ones. It's the saddest thing to think about ever. Because like you can just feel like a piece of shit if you can still feel those emotions.
Yo, that was
shit,
so messed up.
But you have no control over your body. I'm like,
right.
I'm like, yo, come on, man.
That's a lot. That was rough. And then like he's talking about the way the clicker literally explodes through the brain. It's because like they don't need the brain. I'm like,
they don't need the brain. Right, exactly. The shit is so tragic to think about, and then like the game and the show, it's just getting to like such a sad point, but it ties in with human emotion. I think it's just so dope. Like I had like high expectations for this when I heard about it, and it's just meeting, if not exceeding. Even the creative episodes, like I don't even care. I'm cool with it.
Freaking wild.
It's for me. This show has been all in the daylight, but it's been.
I agree, Torin.
Michael Jackson zombies. I mean, you know.
All day long.
Man. All day long. So yeah, episode 6. Tommy, horses, more people, more infected. We're getting into some shit, people.
Oh God, I can't wait. I can't fucking wait till Sunday.
Well, I guess that's an episode. Anyone have any last minute things with The Last of Us? We're good.
Kang's gonna be a menace, and fuck
Kang.
Ezra Miller.
Fuck Ezra Miller. Kang is a menace. Don't be a dick. Please, that don't be a dick.
No, it's never too late to stop being.
Never too late to stop being a dick. Excellent.
Quote of the night. Got it. Understood.
Excellent.
Yeah,
all right. Well, with that being said, from all of us here, myself, Aaron, Big Chase, Mama Wanna God, Leo. This is the Mancave101 Podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We talk about all things nerdy, movie, TVs, comics, artist spotlights, gaming, etc., etc. We will see you on the next one. Take care and give me my outro. Peace.
Peace.